Chick-fil-A. So I mean,
you would move pretty fast.
You would move fast, but then you're just like you're defeated, and you're just like, oh, kill me.
By the time you get your food, you're like, I don't even want this
I don't
anymore.
want this shit anymore. Just give me the ranch to go. Just put it in a fucking bottle, dude.
I just came for the ranch.
I came for the sandwiches. I stayed for the fucking ranch. Dude. Their sandwiches are fine, dude. If you could combine Popeye's chicken sandwich with the ranch from Chick-fil-A, now we're talking.
I think that's the best way to get this thing going.
Well, if you can go to each fast food.
Let's save it for this.
What? Oh yeah. I feel like I'm in Harry Potter.
I like this sound effect.
Yo, what's going on? This is the first time we're doing an English podcast, man.
Hey.
So for this time's sake, we're going to call this podcast The Cave, just The Cave. You know, going from La Cueva, Puerto Rico to The Cave. And those guys that you are hearing but not seeing yet. First guest with me is Joseph Schaller. Works with me here.
What's up, guys? Sorry for that nasty cough.
Yeah, you're not getting paid to promote today, so
good.
Yeah, just
I'm all about free promotion.
Take that jacket and just cover. You know what I mean? Okay, now we're back.
The Argentinian Football Association.
Also with me, Mr. Neil. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Let's go.
Hey, man, this is awesome. Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
All right, so first off, little context for all my Latin people. Where you guys come from? Who wants to take the lead? What's your you guys,
okay. You were
okay.
Hold
Joe,
on, dude. We are in sync. Oh my god.
Bye. All right, go ahead, Joe.
Take it easy. Okay, so all right, ask the question again.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do? Like, you guys.
Where are we from, or what do we do?
Or everything. I want to hear everything.
All right. Well, I think I can speak for Neil. But we were both born in Winter Haven.
I was born in Lakeland, but Central Florida,
for fuck's sake, dude.
So don't speak for me then.
I can't. You go first then.
Let me do this.
Okay,
so background-wise, so Joe and I, we know each other for a couple of years now. We have a podcast that we do together.
Before you go further, what is a couple of years?
We met probably in 2015, I think, maybe 2016.
That's more than a couple, right?
Yeah.
Well, what is a couple? Is a couple two? Is it three?
I think couple is more than two.
I always said couple.
I would say
two.
a couple. Okay, well, we've known each other for a few years.
Just having fun here, switching cameras back and forth. So,
but Joe and I do a podcast together called Chilled Monkey Brains, where we talk about just media content. We do recommendations. You know, if you like to read a book, a comic book, movies.
How many episodes do you have out already?
We have about like 9 episodes out. We're very slow.
Neil.
But yeah, we're getting to a point where we're figuring out our rhythm, and we're starting to upload a little bit more. But
dude,
I'm in 1 or 2, right? Like
yeah. Actually, the last episode that just went up is the one that you're in, and then we have another episode that's coming out that has Pierre in it.
So where can they find it? Very much
yeah,
everywhere?
Yeah, Spotify, Apple, just
AOL.
Yeah.
You need to get on AOL.
Maybe, yeah. I haven't checked, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is on AOL. But it's called Chilled Monkey Brains. I mean, come and check us out. We just like to
not a lot of structure.
Yeah, no,
not a lot of structure.
If I were to like kind of give it a little synopsis, I would say it's just like eavesdropping on two nerds just having a conversation.
Well, that's kind of what I have.
Yeah,
honestly, it's not so much based off movies and stuff like that, but it's literally
a mixture of stuff, right?
It's me and two other guys, and we're just talking about random
whatever comes
daily
up.
events, also like that. We've been getting a few guests that want to be part of, so we try to go and give them their time, what's their backstory and all that stuff, but mostly it's just what's been going on, and 2020 and 2021 have plenty to talk about, so that's pretty much it.
Are you the guys that you hosted with, are they all old friends?
So we're all from like 15 minutes of each other from the island.
Okay.
Oh, in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Omar, which is the funny guy.
The funny guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's how he likes to call himself. But so we studied in the same school, but he's like 3 years older than I am.
Okay.
I like to say this, and he hates me for this, but
he used
to be my bully.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we got a few that we could probably delve into that.
Yeah. And again, nothing bad. Later on, we eventually
lived
together like because we're still both studying abroad at Full Sail.
Yeah.
But the other guy, it's called Edgar. He's a singer.
Cool.
And he's from the town next to us.
Okay.
And we have known friends, but we hadn't met until we got here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys had mutual friends that were in Puerto Rico with you, and then y'all came to Full Sail and then met each other at Full Sail.
Well, me and Omar went to Full Sail, and it's actually because of Omar going a year before me. He goes back to the island and shows me, this is the Full Sail experience.
Okay,
and I go to Full Sail.
Cool.
And start living with him. Edgar is mostly because we were starting the podcast, and I had a previous host before them two.
Right.
And we just wanted him as an interview
Right.
because he was the closest person to an artist that I would know.
Right.
So I just, hey, you want to come by for our first time? And then he liked it, so he stayed for the second. And then by the fourth one, it's like, you know what? Can we still can we just call it and say you're the host?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
that's pretty much it. So this is it, man. Ever since he got in, it's when we started transitioning into this YouTube and all that stuff.
I got to say thank you to you, Pierre, because you actually told me when I came here to record our first podcast, you told me about the whole Anchor FM thing.
Yes.
Which like honestly, like this is we're not sponsored or anything by them, but like it really has made like uploading a podcast a lot easier for me.
The
like,
minute I found out
compared to like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
The minute I found out about it, it was like I'm definitely doing a podcast now because I thought that I had to pay.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's such a like at this point like a lot of people have podcasts, but you don't think like there's like a it's as easy as just uploading an image to the internet, except for it's like it's just an audio file. So but Anchor FM made it really easy to actually distribute it to like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all the other places that you can get your podcasts at from, which like is a lifesaver because imagine going in individually and doing all that. It's just so much time to like upload, write your tags.
Anchor has gotten good. Depends on the format of the video. You don't even have to rip the audio. Like right now, I can take this footage, video footage, upload it to Anchor, and it will strip just the audio from it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So
I just recently found that out. I didn't because I used to go inside to like an editing software to try to take the MP3 out, blah, blah, and all that stuff.
So this is sorry, excuse me. This
good.
This is a video format podcast, right? So
yes,
is it the same process? You just take the video and upload it to Anchor, and it also can do the video if you wanted to. Or?
No. I have to go straight to YouTube.
For the video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But you don't have to go into an editing software to try to take the audio
out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can put the video file. It would just only extract the audio element from it. Joe, are you having difficulties there?
Getting the
just struggling there.
I wanted it so it wasn't so.
Joe, you seem very comfortable on that recliner, man.
Yeah, dude. Now
I regret giving up that recliner.
I think
spot.
that's the first time you.
Upset.
Well, it's one of the few times that you actually get to use it as to lounge. Right?
Oh yeah, because you probably are not allowed to like come in here and sit down.
Nah, we don't do that much.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, boss man, do you mind if I just come in here and I don't know,
sleep?
fucking sit down?
Can I get a 5-minute nap?
Dude, I wish you could.
I used to do that in when I used to work in Atlanta. I used to go during lunchtime and I would get an hour lunch and I would just go take a nap in my car in the parking garage.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that,
Well, oh wait, what about like ever during work hours?
It's getting kind of hot here. I'm gonna drop down the AC. So
you're fine.
Who's talking? Who's talking? I gotta give someone the credit.
Well, I was in Atlanta. I was.
This is the kind of content, brother.
Yeah. I was just like I would just go and take a nap mid break, just like lunch break instead of like going to lunch. I would just go take a siesta, man. It's nice. It's a nice little refresher.
I owe Fantasy of Flight a lot of money.
Why? Because you slept on the job?
Oh my god!
A lot of sleeping on the job.
Really?
Dude, we didn't have fucking shit to do.
I only slept once here, dude.
Can't give up my spots here on live, man. What if they're listening to La Cueva?
I mean, it's getting traction.
They could.
That
would be so funny if Kermit fucking billed me. He's like, hey man, you owe me $150, motherfucker. Like, that's it.
Actually, someone, I don't even know now, but someone recently told me that they at some point in their lives, they had to deal a lot with that place, the Fantasy of Flight.
Fantasy of Flight.
Whoever. I was like, oh, they must have seen Joe at least. I don't know if it was for a production or something like that, but
When was this?
I mean, I got told the story like a week or so, but
It happened years. Well, I worked there from 2011 to.
This is a challenge for me, man. You're making me speak solely English in this episode.
Well, listen.
Well,
I thought this was America.
A little bit of context. On you, Joe.
Yeah.
What?
You're actually a Latino.
Well, so they say, but
well, explain
definitely.
why. Explain why.
Joe's a
well, there's not
hybrid.
a reason why. There is a reason why I'm wearing this. My dad is from Argentina.
Okay.
And my mom is white. But I don't know what happened in the development process, but I only know English. That's the end of that.
No English.
Barely English. I mean, I can cuss in Spanish pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone.
That's because I play soccer.
Yeah.
As they say.
But
in
how is
America,
it that your brother Nate, which we all know here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to produce La Cueva for a minute for like 2 episodes.
Did he really? I had no idea.
Yeah, he did, and then
Probably while I was getting coffee for fucking.
He had to go on a date, and I was like, "Listen, man, I'll punch cameras." And ever since, I'm punching cameras, and
Really?
yeah, that's how it was.
I figured it out, Nate. I don't need you to.
Sorry,
sometimes you learn just by getting thrown into the fire.
Yeah,
man.
dude, that's how it was. Because I was like, I can't keep waiting, dude. Sorry, let's go. But anyways, Nate has a better grasp at Spanish than you.
Yeah, he's smarter than me.
Damn,
So I appreciate that.
I wasn't saying
Good
that.
start of the pod. Well, anyway, that was good seeing you guys. All right.
All right, but so the challenge of this whole episode is for me to
learn
try to do it in
Spanish.
English. You know?
No, for sure. Hey, well, Pierre, your English is good. I mean, you seem like you are you like
I'm
not comfortable?
challenging. Like I'm like the 3 sentences in here. See?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
They're like you can't find words, but I feel like that's like everyone though, because
Bro,
even when
your English is
it's great.
I don't know. First of all, you live here, and you could go to a fucking Subway and get a sandwich, not a problem. If I went to a Hispanic place with a Subway, it'd be a lot of pointing and a lot of assumptions.
He's like, can I get Trace tacos?
At the end of it, they'd probably give me a fucking 3-foot-long sandwich and no condiments and maybe some lettuce.
And they tell you to get out of here.
They're
Beat
like,
it.
Ciao. I'm like, they don't say ciao. I'm like,
This is
adios.
fun.
I'm like,
You know what I
whatever.
should have done? What I should have done
Fucking
is that you
shit.
guys are in the spots of the other hosts right now, right?
Okay.
So you should have come in with their names.
Oh.
First,
well,
we should
fucking-
have done this the whole bit.
This would have been great in the pre-production meeting, bud.
We might do this for a clip
Yeah.
Okay.
afterwards. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you could edit it in.
No, not even for that.
What
for
if we-
Instagram.
what if-
for Instagram, it's like, hey, what's going on? I'll do the whole intro, and it's like you say one name and then you see the other one. You know.
People
you-
who watch it be like, whoa, they look different.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
happened?
Uh-huh.
Could you dress us up as them? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you.
not like fucking
So you
Halloween. but
you
like,
are halfway there. Because,
who do I look like?
Omar, in the
Okay.
sense of like
Fucking Omar.
Your childhood bully?
glasses. No,
Was Omar the bully?
I mean, it was a little joke.
Neil, you
know,
are-
It wasn't that.
I'm the
bad.
farthest thing from a bully.
So wait,
here.
Omar-
I'm a loving person.
hates you, right?
No,
I'm
no,
just kidding. I'm just trying to stir up some drama on how quick.
no, but no,
So
the
Omar-
glasses. You know. That,
Okay.
Now you would need like insane tattoos because you know
Well,
he's
dude,
tattooed
that's
up.
easy. Well, let's go.
All
Just give me
and then
$3,000.
some massive.
We got a tattoo parlor.
Like massive earplugs. Like
I'm not doing that.
why not?
Well,
You might
that sounds
get
like it would
lucky.
hurt. I don't want to get a shotgun to the ear. So
Oh,
I
like
mean,
an ear
it's-
gauge?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
he's got ear gauges?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
you know
I
what
wonder
it
how
looks.
bad that hurts. Has he ever brought
Yeah,
that
I
up?
wonder that too.
I don't even know how that works.
Is it also
dude.
like like it's a long, it's not like you don't just get those holes overnight,
No,
right?
no.
It's like
No.
you have to progress with it, right?
Yeah. It's something.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just take a fucking shotgun. like,
Anyways,
come
let's take it to your podcast, guys. Was you? Do
Yeah.
you guys watch?
here. Let's take it to the podcast.
yeah. Do you guys watch?
What's up?
We were talking about this earlier, Joe.
Television program?
Well, series. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
I was about to guess fucking Cheers, but that's not it.
I saw the new episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, well, I think before we get to that, I think it was a great week for all Heroes fans
Yeah.
because we got
A lot of content.
that.
Oh yeah,
We had that, and we also had Zack Snyder's
Justice League.
League.
Yeah.
which we can talk about both of them. Let's dive into
pick one because we're gonna get a lot
Falcon.
of.
Let's go into the Falcon and Winter
okay.
Soldier first.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? Let's start with Joe. What's up?
Okay, so in my opinion, it feels like, whereas WandaVision felt like a true television series because of how it was formatted from each decade, right?
Yeah.
With all the sitcoms, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
With Falcon, it felt like it was a part of a very long movie, and it kind of, for me, it abruptly ended.
Yeah.
Towards the end, like I'm skipping ahead in the episode, but when
Spoiler alert.
For fuck's sake, if you're listening to this and you're like, oh well, I've never seen it, don't want to get it spoiled. Not for you. But when they get to the end of the episode and Falcon's characters, they're watching TV.
Yeah,
sure.
I guess.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, and we got a new Captain America. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's just very abrupt, and I was like, it's over. I liked it a lot. I'm very excited to see where it goes forward. That's like a non-spoiler review.
Yeah.
Outside of the very end, I just spoiled.
Yeah, what you could say about it?
Yeah.
I only have one thing to say about it, so just go with
Just
you.
one.
Yeah.
Everyone gets one thing to say. All right. That's
No,
the
you
rules.
can say as much as you want. I just got.
I was
one.
gonna do it. Felt like I was like around the horn, and then we just go do a group discussion. But go ahead.
No, I enjoyed it quite a bit. What I really liked about it was that first episode, the pilot episode. It opened up with this really awesome action
This
sequence.
is a very good sequence.
It looked fantastic, and
That's
I
where
think
that budget went.
yeah, it's because
Yeah.
that budget went up, and just kind of like going back to like the WandaVision stuff. The WandaVision stuff was great, and it felt so different, and I liked it. But I was telling Joe this, some of the special effects in WandaVision almost looked really wonky at times, like the battle that they had in the air, shooting lasers and stuff at each other. But on Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that sequence with the Falcon, going and swooping in and out of these canyons and stuff looked so great and looked so like production wise looked so like high quality. It looked like a movie essentially. And then I also liked the back part of it, which was like all just like character building, because it's like you don't get a lot of time with Bucky and Sam in the movies. You only get a small amount of time. So I like how this like first episode they focus mainly on character development. So like the stuff with Sam's family and the stuff with Winter Soldier's past and how he's kind of dealing with his Winter Soldier background in present day was great. Like I enjoyed that kind of stuff.
You just said everything I wanted to say, but that's all
Yeah.
right. You want to go ahead, Pierre?
You had the chance to say it first. Yeah.
Well, I was just trying to be nice and fucking move it along. But here comes fucking Roger Ebert with the review. Anyway, go ahead, Pierre.
I just wanted to say this while looking at the camera and saying, is someone from Disney watching this? And
Dude, there's some higher ups. They're definitely tuning in.
If ever someone that can get someone, you gotta stop with those endings, bro. Like
The cliffhangers?
dude,
Yeah.
they're hard. They're not.
Yeah, dude.
There
Nothing
was
That's what
beats
keeps
the
you
fucking,
coming back, though. That's what.
Bro, Game of Thrones had the most massive cliffhangers, and we're gonna act like that
Yeah.
never happened.
What? Compared
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Game of
compared
Thrones.
to
Bro, I think we
compared
have
to
a
like
very
compared to like who the fuck is he? Type of like.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. But then Pierre, you got to look at it from a financial standpoint, because think about how many people that may have signed up for a free trial. And just for that, right? Just for the Winter Soldier, and then they get the cliffhanger. That's when their free trial ends. So they got to come back and pay for that.
What
second
about for
episode.
fucking? I mean, here's a huge spoiler if you haven't seen Game of Thrones. When Jon Snow fucking resurrects himself, or he gets resurrected.
Yeah,
How's that? That's a cliffhanger.
yeah.
Don't you want to see his next word?
And that was,
Was
like
that-
a seasonal cliffhanger, wasn't it? That was in between seasons.
No,
I think that was like
he
a
gets
penultimate.
killed. He gets killed. Ends season, first season, boom, brought back.
Oh, okay.
By the end of the first episode of that
Something
season,
like that.
if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
about
It's
right.
something like that. It's something like that. But I got
I see what you're saying, Pierre. You want the binging quality, especially for this
Yeah.
show, seems like it should be just let's just watch it.
exactly.
But I do miss, in some ways, I feel like as a society we've become very impatient because of Netflix.
For sure.
Because before Netflix, we already had HBO.
Yeah.
We had Showtime.
Mm-hmm.
They were all there. Network.
You had to
television.
wait weekly. for
Everything
those
was weekly.
episodes to
Everything
drop.
was always weekly.
Well,
there was no
yeah.
such thing as a binge.
I think people might have had the misconception that because WandaVision had two
right.
first episodes
Yeah.
that they were going to do the same with this. Now, my point of why they didn't do it was because this was like a 40-something minute versus the first episode of WandaVision, which is they were trying to keep it with the theme. So 20-minute show.
Yeah.
You know.
I was gonna
something
say
like that.
there's two. To your point that WandaVision, it felt like because it was such a weird show, right? Especially at the beginning, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, like
Unless you're a fan of the comics, you really have no idea what's going on. So giving them 2 episodes, the audience, the mainstream audience, can maybe like, oh, what is like they can gives them a chance to settle in this weirdness.
Right.
Whereas Falcon and the Winter Soldier is modern day, very
Yeah.
cut and dry. Where it's really good cut and dry, but it's not. It's much easier to digest this show.
Did you guys catch the timeline thing in the episode?
So what? How many?
It sounded like so in the episode there's a scene. I won't go too much into the scene, but Sam mentions that he's been doing this for I think he said
45 years. Yeah.
5 months, 5 or 9 months. One of those actually.
What's a big one?
Yeah, I think I want to say it's 5 months.
When did WandaVision happen? After
So
the
WandaVision happened 2 weeks after everyone came back from the
No shit.
snap.
It was that fast, wasn't it? Okay.
But
okay.
this happens I think 5 months. I want to say 5 months.
You
after.
think? Can you?
I'll check
Who can fact check us without
I'll
looking
fact
like
check.
assholes?
I do not know, but
Not gonna do it.
while we're talking about that, I did enjoy. I don't know if you're gonna talk about this, Neo.
Go ahead.
But
yeah.
I did enjoy. And you and me, Joe, talked this off screen. That little bit that you got from Bucky on the therapy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great.
You know, because it didn't. Like, we knew it happens, but once he says it, it's like, hey, I've been on an ongoing fight for 90 years. It's kind of like, oh,
yeah.
shit. Like, you know, like...
He's the ultimate PTSD veteran.
Yeah, basically. And
The worst way possible because he's
it's
fought.
Disney, so you know they're gonna
Well, I appreciate
capitalize
that,
on that.
Disney is letting this character go into a darker place. I hope they keep letting him go dark. Excuse me.
He needs. I feel like if they want to make him the hero that, you know, Disney eventually wants to make out of everyone, they need to take him down darker to reach that, you know, rock bottom level of, you know, like. Really
I'm very curious.
I got no, you know, help or anything like
Right.
that, and then someone.
It's just,
boom.
it's very curious. Like, what direction do they want to go? Do they want to just, we're going to take Falcon and he's going to be Captain America? Is he going to get a serum and become strong? But you have Bucky. But there's no way. It feels like that Bucky will just, you know, he's a man out of time, right? So he's just going to be, he's going to be his own person. He's not going to be another Cap.
Mm-hmm.
Because the world wouldn't accept a guy that used to be an assassin
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be a.
But that's the
to
thing.
be the
They
leader of the
also make notice that no one knows what Bucky has done.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
except
true.
And I
except
think-
government.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably explore that in this series because
You think so? I mean,
yeah, because dude, think
yeah.
about how many as the Winter Soldier, how many murders and you know how many crimes he's committed, and you see that in this episode where he tries to kind of you know redeem himself by you know going through some of these actions. So it's like I would actually love to see that part of Bucky in this show is to see his Winter Soldier past and how he deals with that. As far as like Falcon goes, I feel like they might slowly put a cap into Falcon. I think like this might be it for him.
that's insane. They're not
think
doing
so?
that.
Yeah, because and the way I say
they're not gonna just
so either
make
either,
a show and then do away with his character.
so either
There's not a
he's gonna
chance.
I think he will go up and get the Captain America mantle, and his buddy that you see in the
Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah.
the character that is with him in the beginning of the show is supposed to be taking up the Falcon mantle eventually.
In the
so, like,
comics,
Oh,
yeah.
you mean the army guy?
The army guy, yes.
Okay.
So
Mexican
Air
fellow.
Force.
Yes,
Air Force.
the Air Force guy, yeah.
He is Mexican, by the way. I didn't just assume.
Is Mexican?
He's
I
fucking
think so.
Mexican.
I was
think
trying to
he was.
figure
He's
out.
fucking Mexican.
I was trying to figure out like what he was, but
Well, he's some kind of Mexican.
Yeah, so I think Sam will eventually
I
become
just needed
Cap.
you on camera to say it.
He's some kind of Mexican.
I think Sam will become Cap eventually at the end
Yeah.
of the series.
Well, now he could become, but will he stay? Right. That's
Yeah.
the question. But they can go a lot of directions, and we talked about the super soldier. The guy that they brought on, John Walker, in the comics, is the guy at the end of the episode, right?
Yep.
Can I just say his ears are way too wide for that?
Dude, do you even know? Hold on. Don't fucking disrespect Wyatt Russell. That's Kurt Russell's fucking son,
well,
dude.
Good for him, but his ears are a little bit too fucking wide.
Bro,
for
have
that
you
helmet.
even seen Black Mirror?
Sure, I have, but
Have you even seen fucking? Oh, what's that zombie movie? It's so rad.
Overlord. Yes,
Overlord.
It's great.
Oh, is he not fucking Captain America already? Then
no, he is
saving a fucking day.
But I'm just saying his ears look a little bit too big for that helmet. They should have.
Well, you're
they
probably
should have
right.
edged the helmet out a little
I
bit.
agree.
To, you know.
But
'Cause
for real, dude, don't disrespect Wyatt.
Hey man, sorry, but he looks straight up like the guy from Doctor Who. Sorry.
Bro,
with the ears.
that's Goldie Hawn's son. You can't fucking do that shit.
Well,
He's
hey,
an
tough
American.
luck for Goldie Hawn and
Don't
Kurt
talk
Russell.
about Goldie and Kurt.
Yeah,
You have no respect for the Thing. That's it. You're a piece of
But
shit, Neil.
I think he will be a good antagonist. For
We'll
this
see.
film.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
he's not. Maybe he's not
well,
an antagonist. But
Well,
But
I
I feel
immediately assumed he was the masked villain. I immediately was like, this
oh, you
guy.
thought he was
no,
Baron Zemo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
oh, you thought he was Zemo?
Well, whoever jumped from that balcony.
Well, it wasn't Zemo.
Yeah.
It wasn't
whoever.
Zemo.
No, it wasn't Zemo.
It wasn't Zemo. You know what I mean? Fucking nerd.
I'm excited for the action that will be taking place later in the series because
Well, we've seen pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
In the trailers.
there's
So
a
that's-
lot of cool stuff in the
we've-
trailers.
like
That's
that
how you
we've
know it's
already
Marvel.
seen.
That's how you know it's Marvel because you think you see all of it, and then
Yeah.
they actually give
Well,
you some. You
they
know?
give you the first act
Mhm.
of the stuff, and then they save the other two, which finally they've started to, now other studios haven't really listened. Talking to you, Warner Brothers.
Well,
Getting better,
I mean,
though. Getting
even
better.
Nice
What's
transition.
up, Segway
into-
King?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up? What are we talking about?
Was Snyder's cut.
Yeah.
Snyder's cut. So first thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
First things
Why
first.
the hell would you try to release a movie 4:3 in a 16:9 world, dude? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
So I'll tell you this, Pierre. I knew that I heard that they were going to be releasing it in this aspect ratio, and when I initially heard that, I was like, oh, they'll probably fix it for HBO Max. They'll make sure it fills out the screen. So when I clicked it, because I stayed up actually till 3 a.m. when it actually dropped, and I watched the first 2 hours, and then I just was struggling to keep my eyes open, not because it was boring, just
it's a long movie.
It's
dude.
5 a.m.
I watched
Hold on.
until
Hold on.
part 6.
But I
on.
basically went back and I stopped watching it on my TV because of the aspect ratio, and then I moved it back to my iPad, which the aspect ratio looked much better on my iPad.
It faded away around hour number 2, where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm not paying
You're
attention.
not paying attention to the
them,
side black
but-
bar.
Dude, this shit faded in 5 minutes. Let's fucking go. Let's go to the underworld. Let's see some fucking Aquaman. Let's go. And you guys are talking about aspect ratio. What the fuck are we doing here, guys?
But that does
other
take
than
people
that-
out of the movie experience,
I know.
though. I feel you on that, Pierre.
I know.
Because
Well, it
I
took
turned
me
my
out.
shit off to watch it on a smaller
Dude,
device.
it took me
Well,
out the
yeah.
minute I saw it when it said, we are, this video is formatted 4:3
Yeah.
to respect the wishes of
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't care about your wishes,
Look.
bro.
Oh,
Like-
you want wishes, bud? Guess what? One of us didn't go to fucking film school. All right? I don't give a fuck. I just want a good story. It was good.
I mean,
It was fine. The story is relatively the same.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
tweaks in it, right? But
yeah. But you never see
Um,
Darkseid on the.
well,
No,
he's
you
not.
don't. Yeah, not in
No, you
the
do.
theatrical cut. You
No,
don't.
no,
see
you
it.
don't see him at all. They just
Yeah.
barely mention him.
You know
I
what?
don't even think they say him by name.
Now, I am really impressed of the whole, like, how can you revamp a whole movie using old takes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, there's a lot. I mean,
I mean,
obviously you guys
we
know
know
how
that
much,
stuff, like reshoots and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But the fact that it's a movie that's already out, like
Right.
4 years old, like you
did
basically
film-
had called it like, all
Yeah.
right, cool,
Yeah.
this is done, and now all of a sudden, oh no, you get a 4-hour movie.
It's
you know?
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it, like, for instance, little things like the when him meeting Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That scene was all like that was the scene, like the one that you see in the theatrical cut.
Oh, it's a cut down version.
It's just a
of-
different, but they already did. It was essentially the same scene,
maybe different
same
takes.
jokes.
Yeah. Okay.
But they look different. Like Affleck looks a lot more out of shape in the theatrical because it's a reshoot after he's kind of stopped working out for Batman. Like there's like when Batman gets thrown against the cop car, right?
Yeah.
And Superman fucks him up.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they go back to home base, and then you see him taking off the suit, and he's all fucked up, bruised, and everything. And Wonder Woman's like, "Here, let me help you." And then
In the
we'll fuck
theatrical
later.
cut, right?
Yeah. You didn't hear that last part anyway. Yeah, well, hey man, we can all dream. But that doesn't happen in the Snyder cut. Like, there's not like Lois is the key to getting Superman to calm down. No, she just shows up in the Snyder cut. Yeah. Whereas the Whedon one, right. Bruce is like, "Hey Alfred, bring in the big gun." Yeah. By big gun, I mean fucking bring big titted Amy Lowe, whatever the fuck her name is. She's not big tits, but you know what I mean. Not very PC of me. I'm so very sorry.
I did hear in a Zack Snyder interview that when he films something, he always intends on filming his vision. So like the 4-hour cut was essentially like he had that.
He wanted that one.
Yeah, and he said something like he's done it for all his films except for I think Man of Steel, where he's filmed extra footage.
Well, I mean,
for
have
his
you
vision.
have you ever seen Watchmen? Snyder's cut,
yeah,
dude. It's almost the same as long.
It's
3 hours.
3 hours long. Yeah, no. Yeah. But you know what? Like even watching this version of Justice League, the Snyder Cut League, I thought that there were scenes that were like I enjoyed a lot more because he kind of like extended them a little bit. Yeah. So like the small things of like watching the door close like watching a door close entirely or a gate lifting up all the way. Like those small things actually made a big difference to me.
So we can all agree that basically Snyder is in a generational world, a world that does not accept his films because his films are long as fuck. And theaters are like, nah, we won't do more than 240.
He has a history of not doing that, like not being able to cut his movies to where because like you can't release this
it's
movie
a whole night, dude.
into
like,
a fucking theater.
I got home straight that day, like straight from work, got home, put on the movie, and all of a sudden it's like almost 10 p.m. and I'm still watching that shit. You know what I mean? Like.
Also, like think of it like if it was released in theaters, a 4-hour film. How many showings could they do in a day? Probably like
that's
2,
probably what
like
it comes
3
down to.
maybe.
Yeah.
Like like that's not a lot of. That
was
going to
be
making a lot of money.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next point. Is that you can't release a 4-hour movie into a theater. No.
You have to.
No studio head would allow that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what Casablanca is something like that, and you still have intermission, right? Like they had to like stop it.
They did the last time I remember even intermission happening. I want to say Django did it.
Really?
Yeah.
Very like it doesn't happen at every theater.
It sounds like
it's not off. It's
Django
it's very
did
much very much case by case. I mean, Tarantino's movies inherently are fucking long as hell.
So,
but
speaking of intermissions, Pierre, in Puerto Rico, when you guys go watch a movie,
here we go. We're gonna
are
just
there
pander to the fucking host.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Are there intermissions?
Go ahead.
Are there intermissions in Puerto Rico?
At all. No.
Because in India there are intermissions.
Oh,
you guys can't fucking
like
pay attention.
Every
That's
hour
the
or
problem.
something like that? Or?
No. So I think. Well, I'm not sure who decides on where the intermission's placed on a Hollywood.
Ooh,
film.
That's not entirely great. You know.
Yeah.
What I mean?
Well. Here's the thing. It's in India. Like Bollywood films, they're long already as they are, but the intermission is supposed to be like, all right, well, here's the intermission break. Go get food, go put money into our pockets with snacks and stuff, and then come back. But it with those films, like with Bollywood films, intermissions are already pre-planned. Like the director knows where the intermission's gonna be.
Well, it's almost like
always,
episodics back in the day that you have to account for,
when
breaks
American
for TV
movies, when American movies go to India that don't have intermission breaks in them, I believe the theater just picks a spot to like cut. Be like, all right, this is a nice like break point right here. Let's.
This seems natural. Mid sentence. Let's go.
I did an internship,
and that's what in most cases it could be. Like the guy at the projector booth just like switches in a.
I did do an internship in Puerto Rico on a TV channel, right?
Yeah.
So they had a program from Spain. Right. Spain doesn't do a lot of like breaks in between the show itself. They'll do like a 30-minute block in between show, but not anything. Like they won't stop the show. So my job was to create those spaces for ads and shit.
Oh, okay.
So it was literally down to that.
So you picked where
it was like kind of like you would have the log from the person who had seen the episode already.
Right.
And he would tell you like around the minute 25th you need to find somewhere where either fades out or somewhere where it stops, like the dialogue or stuff like that. And sometimes you couldn't find, and you had to literally like cut, fade, and what you did is you maybe like add a little bit more so that you come back to it where you a little bit before it went to a break. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it like recaps just a little bit of like what you missed on
and
the other
some
side.
of the episodes had already that in it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's happened to you with now that Netflix is picking up old shows and stuff like that you're watching and all of a sudden it's like da-na-na-na, and then it was like da-na-na-na again.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
the clip twice. Oh, yeah. I'll keep an eye out for that. Maybe that could happen.
It's happened a lot in anime, you know, like Dragon Ball Z, all those stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Love Dragon Ball Z.
Damn.
So good.
Yeah. Sorry, we digress though. Yes, Justice League.
All right, go ahead, Neil. Go ahead and stop pandering, bud.
Oh, here's something I thought that maybe I don't know how I feel about it, but the soundtrack during the movie was so different than the theatrical cut.
That was gonna be my biggest complaint.
Yeah,
is his not only his choices of music for certain scenes, but the timing of it and the tone of it just didn't match what was going on. I remember the Flash had a scene, right, when he's rescuing Iris West.
Yeah.
And like this could have been. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be music. I want the score to be in there. You know what I mean?
The best example. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Neil. Fuck, man. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
This is turning out. This is turning out.
Go
great.
ahead, dude.
This is great. This is great content.
Joe, please.
No, Pierre, let's go ahead.
Okay, well, if you insist.
Oh, we're going. Where we headed, bud?
I was gonna say the scene where Aquaman like dumps the.
Dude. La, la, la.
So the music and then the scene where he saves somebody and the water's like crashing up and it's supposed to be such an intense like scene. In the theatrical cut, it was a rock and roll song, but in this cut, it was like a really soft like a ballad. That took me really out of the whole thing.
Homeboy.
What's up?
Is behind you.
Homeboy.
Live on air.
Oh,
now he's gone.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
I
was trying to do it when you were talking. That's why I was strike, but then
I saw somebody
out
there.
And then Neil's just like, let's go ahead, and we're gonna go ahead. But
I mean, we're married. He can wait a few minutes.
No worries. I didn't know if he was trying to.
Was he waving?
He was like, "Oh my God, the building's on fire. We gotta go." I was like, "All right, well, hold on, man.
Let's go.
Give us 20 minutes, all right? Jesus."
So
No, I'm kidding. I don't know.
Just so the people who knows, where are we at?
Winter Haven.
Winter Haven. Great. I'll do the plug later. Don't worry about it.
I was seeing. I didn't know if it was a trick question. So I didn't.
Don't worry. I'll do the plugs. I'll do the plugs. Don't worry about it.
Hey, before we jump off Justice League real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not gonna shout out. Oh, I don't know. Fucking Darkseid. Granny Goodness. Fucking Martian Manhunter. Green Goddamn Lantern.
No, they can go fuck themselves.
Oh, yeah, bud?
Yeah, we don't want to talk
Martian
about
Manhunter will take your goddamn skin, bud.
I mean...
Can I... Oh, here's my thing.
What?
I liked Martian Manhunter, but I think that scene with Lois Lane and the Martian Manhunter, that was a little bit... I think they could have waited...
They had to do that for that cameo to work.
Here's the thing.
I feel like you could have just thrown him in at the end.
I haven't finished this goddamn movie.
Oh.
I'm at the epilogue.
Man.
Oh, shit.
I'm at the epilogue. I don't care. At this point, I don't care. Honestly.
No, but you saw him when...
Yeah, you've seen the Lois Lane cut, right? Where it's Martha Kent.
The Lois Lane edition.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all about the Daily Bugle.
When Martha
Planet.
Martha Kent went and saw Lois Lane, they had that conversation about her coming back to
society.
Okay. And then
she's like, stop beating yourself up.
Yeah, and his eyes turn red and turns into Martian Manhunter.
Pierre's fucking...
No, I think I missed that part.
I have to rewatch that.
Yeah, I have to rewatch it. But who has 4 hours?
Yeah, I know, right?
Once you
well, I
try
guess
it
I
once,
do, for fuck's sake.
I mean, but are you gonna watch it again? That's my thing. Are you gonna watch it again? You're like,
not
with the right
soon.
Like soon,
partner.
like next week. Would you watch it again next week? Like whole 4 movies?
Fuck
no, you won't.
I feel like that would ruin it for me too, because then when you rewatch something so recently, the second time you watch it, you start pulling things. I feel like it's better to wait a few months and then rewatch it.
Especially hero movies, since it's a lot of CGI, it's a lot
unless
of
it's like Avengers
effects.
Endgame and you want to watch it right away, like because it's just different.
Of course, it's different. I mean, but Endgame. Okay, here's the difference.
It's a culmination.
Exactly, that's what I'm gonna go for.
Yeah.
Like Endgame is the the end of like almost 10 years.
Well,
Yeah,
even
like,
that movie,
you know?
even Civil War, like all those movies are they've been built up.
Yeah.
I think Justice League, and I've told Neil this, but I think it failed. The only thing I say failed is a harsh word.
I mean,
but
is the team up movie? You should have waited until you actually
you needed a
everyone.
solo movie for exactly.
Yeah.
And the reason I think a lot of people like this movie, this version of Justice League, was because we have just about
Mhm.
minus what 2 characters have
Yeah.
had a solo movie.
But
Even
wait,
Shazam's had a solo movie,
Aquaman
and he's
came
not
out-
in it.
Aquaman came out after Justice
Yeah,
League, right?
yeah. There was that
Yeah.
was weird to see a tone
Wonder
shift
Woman
almost
came before Justice League.
before
ironically.
Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least the theatrical, right? And then Wonder Woman 2. Yeah, it got a sequel, if anything.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And then we'd care about it more, but that is not how they did it.
What are you gonna say?
Fucking-
I do want to. I was gonna say you haven't finished it, Pierre.
Yeah.
So you're at the epilogue.
Mhm.
Like what part do you remember specifically?
I remember watching. I remember seeing part 6. I started actually reading
Okay.
part 6,
The epilogue.
watching that part.
So you haven't gotten to
The nightmare sequence?
Yes.
I have. Did I?
You would have known if
No.
you did, because
Okay.
you'd reckon there's some really cool cameos.
Mhm.
Okay.
that
yeah.
you need to watch it before we.
We'll
know,
talk about that on our podcast.
Yes.
Since yeah.
Oh, that's a nice segue plug, dude.
Yeah.
I'll
hell
join
yeah.
in. I'll
Yes,
join in
Pierre,
for that one
that-
too.
Well, we'll
There you
see,
go.
but yeah.
Well,
Well, hold on, let me check the. Yep, yeah, we're free. You can have.
We'll
Come,
see.
yeah, and we're recording now. Okay. Welcome to Chill Monkey Brains. This is
Yeah.
La Cueva production. Thank you very much. Okay.
But I think you'll like. I won't say much about the ending half, but I will say I feel like I might have enjoyed this just a little bit more than I enjoyed Endgame, just because I don't know if it's because it's more fresh, like it's a fresher take.
I think it's your short-term memory, bub.
It could be that, but I feel like I enjoyed myself watching this.
actually, do that as
More
an
than I
assignment for
expected
yours.
it, yeah.
It's like watch Endgame again, see which one.
It's tough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that is an impossible comparison, It's really hard.
It's again. It's
especially with the movie it had already coming
they
out.
tried to do
and then bringing it back.
Justice League's feels like it should be Endgame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's Avengers, the first
Well,
one.
I do appreciate.
You know what I mean?
That,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
for
trying to
sure.
say?
I get what you're saying.
Trust me. You sure?
Well,
Might.
maybe.
Maybe.
My predictions when the Snyder Cut came out were completely off. Like this movie actually.
All right, just like your fucking dumb Falcon prediction.
Well, that might
Something's
happen.
consistent
Joe.
over here.
That
bud.
might fucking happen. Dude, you never know.
You
Joe.
really?
But here's okay.
Will
so,
you put money on that before we jump? To
yeah,
that?
I'll put $5 on it.
You can kiss my ass.
I'll put $5 on it that Sam becomes Captain America at some point.
No, that he
in-
dies. That's what you were trying. I'm not.
No. Like put a bookend. I don't think he's gonna. They're not gonna kill him.
You said he was.
No, I said they're gonna put a bookend to his character. So maybe he's still gonna live.
Oh, you
but
think
they're
his
not-
story's just done? Like
Yeah.
they're like, you know what, Anthony Mackie, fuck all off. We
Yeah.
don't need you anymore.
Pretty much. What do you think they're doing with the rest of the characters after
What,
this?
Wanda? Where'd she go? You think she's dead?
I
No,
don't think
she's
that-
in the next fucking Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Fuck.
Not all characters are gonna get the same treatment. Though.
Yes, they are.
I don't know. Well, anyways, but I was what
being
I was
on the
gonna-
MCU is like almost being well. I shouldn't say that.
Bro, they got to
comparison,
sub
but
characters in, man. I mean,
So what do
Iron
you
Man's
do-
dead, Cap
I
retired.
think this whole strategy, this whole WandaVision, the Falcon, the Winter Soldier, Loki, and all that is
Yeah.
to fluff up all these B heroes.
Yeah,
B-level
the
heroes,
young Avengers.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
So
that
that's
they
what I'm
can
saying.
become,
They're gonna focus more on those storylines as opposed like Falcon, which you've already seen a lot of. I think he'll make appearances future Marvel stuff.
You think
but-
he's okay, dude? You got to remember, 2 of the biggest characters in the MCU, the 2 biggest, are gone. Whether they're dead or retired, they're done. Especially Iron Man.
Yeah.
So they got to look. They're looking for, I won't say replacement, but for someone to kind of step in, right? So
it's a next phase, right? So it's like what I was saying, like Iron Man and Cap no more,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's going to be a point where the same
Who's the
thing's going to
leader?
be with Falcon. He's going to be no more. They're going to move
Who's
on
gonna
to
be the
another.
leader? Who's gonna be the leader? Who's gonna be the leader?
I don't know. Maybe they haven't casted him yet, but
Oh,
like
really?
a young Avengers.
So they're
Peter
gonna pick
Parker.
some nobody?
Spider-Man's going to be the leader.
They're gonna pick
Spider-Man's
some
gonna-
nobody over a well-established character.
No.
Go fuck
No.
yourself.
No. Hold on. So you're saying that they should keep on Falcon and Sam's
I
character?
didn't say
till the
that.
end.
I'm just saying they're not gonna just do away with Falcon.
No, they're gonna give him. They're gonna give him a proper.
Give him
ending.
10 years. Give him a break. We'll bring him back for Falcon 2 in 2025.
They will give him a proper ending. Like he will get an ending. Bro, but there will be an end to this character eventually. You know, maybe sooner or later.
Yeah, dude, in 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like it might be sooner than later.
Spider-Man's gonna be dead in 2029,000. I mean, god damn it, dude.
You see what I gotta put up with on Chilled Monkey Brains.
You know, I didn't have to do anything. This is the easiest show I've ever done. Like.
I hate my life.
What? No, don't say that.
Pierre, no.
No,
I do. I really hate my life.
No, Joe,
any random topics that are not about. We're at minute 45. We got like 5 minutes left.
Whoa.
You got any random talk about the last 5 minutes?
Well, my cruiser weighs 16,000 kilograms.
There you go.
Your cruiser.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this?
Sorry, that was. You don't know what that is?
No.
You don't know about the cruiser?
We have 5 minutes left.
Keep it moving.
No, I'm curious to hear about this cruiser.
Well, I took it to the weigh station.
Okay.
And it weighs 16,000 kilograms. Now, this was on my way to Canada.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The cruiser.
Well, they don't
dump some of that.
Well, why do you think they weighed in kilograms? Because it's in Canada. Right, okay.
What?
So.
I'm still just as confused as you
are. No,
very,
you
very
really don't understand.
Is that a movie reference?
You don't remember when I went? No. You don't remember when I went to Vancouver?
I remember when you went to Vancouver.
Okay,
yeah.
So I took my cruiser down there. Well, up there, I should say.
Up there.
Yeah, well, poutine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Joe made a special trip to Vancouver just to get poutine.
Well, no, and to get my cruiser weighed properly because they can't weigh him down here in pounds. I want him in kilograms.
Yeah.
So
kg.
Where can people find you guys?
Well, if they want to listen to our podcast, they could find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find a podcast. Our podcast is called Chilled Monkey Brains. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's Neezy Neal, NeazyNeal.
Oh, and then Joseph with an F. Pretty easy.
That's Joseph the handle. Like Joseph.
Yep.
Like
with an F.
Joseph with an F.
So if you're
there's an underscore in there,
Joseph with an F.
Yeah, but once you type it, it should just pop up. It's the most famous Joseph with an F Instagram in the world. So you should find it pretty easily. It should have a nice invisible blue check right next to it, and it'll be good to go.
All right. So before we finish,
check.
Before we finish this off, I need to hear your best Spanish. Starting with Neil, then you.
I was gonna go.
No, he first. You finish. I want to hear you. I want to hear you last, Joe.
I'm not good because I had a friend do all my Spanish
but you're
work
brown like the rest of us.
But okay, I'll say, let's see. Hola, me llamo Neil Patel.
Me llamo Neil.
Me gusta, how do you say films in Spanish?
Películas.
How do you?
Películas.
Me gusta, el música.
La música.
La música.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. You stole my line.
And me gusta fiesta.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
See?
Hey.
Well, you should have said it was Molesta Labrestas, like Don Vito.
No, it's your turn.
Molesta Labrestas.
Now it's your turn, Joe.
It's Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Oakland Raiders. That's like the Mexican way of saying American words. Yeah. And la puta que te parió, rompa huevo, maricón.
Wow.
La concha tu madre, hijo de puta, la puta que te parió, hacer it again. I'm good. That's all I know.
No, that was great. That was great.
A lot of cussing.
All right, people.
Very naughty.
Thanks for watching this episode of La Cueva, or in this case, The Cave.
The Cave.
Thanks to my people from Chilled Monkey Brains.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So check it out. You can check us out. You know, everywhere. LaCuevaPR.com. Let's go. I'm out.
Vamos.
I'm out.